Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Full of Sound Reviews. I'm Ethan, and today's album that we will be reviewing is All the Cages Holding Us Will Soon Turn to Dust by Snag. I got a new necklace. Thank you to my girlfriend. I love you. Thank you for the necklace. All the cages holding us will one day all the cages holding us will one day turn to dust, or soon to dust, is the third full-length LP by Wisconsin screamo band Snag. I had never heard of this group before seeing this album. I was actually on Bandcamp looking for an album to review, and I went to the alternative punk section. I went to alternative and I clicked on punk, and I saw this album, and the cover looked cool. And apparently Snag are a screamo band from Wisconsin with a big focus on climate change. That's pretty cool, right? There's not a whole lot of bands that really focus on environmental issues apart from like really Gojira, or that's like their main thing besides like some black metal acts, obviously. But I think it's really cool to see a punk, like a screamo scrams band doing this, because once again, this is obviously, I'm into punk and screamo and sass, and I play in a punk band like I've said before, but you don't really see a whole lot of dudes out there really being like, oh, save the plants. A lot of it's like, oh, fuck the police, and oh, kill the cops, and, fuck fascists. It's a lot of political stuff. You don't really see a whole lot of people out there saying, plant some trees, or save the plants, or save the earth at punk shows. That's not really a rant people go on. And it's cool to see a screamo band doing this. And apparently these guys are like only have like 5,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. But I don't use Spotify. All the information I use comes from Bandcamp and Tidal, because that's what I use. But this is not your traditional screamo album. No, it's very artsy. There's a lot of piano and horns on this record. And the horns are a fairly common thing in Midwest emo music, like Mom Jeans, or that one song, Dead Butterflies. That song off TikTok that you guys probably know. But there's a lot of other groups, Captain Jazz, obviously. Like, a lot of Midwest emo groups use horns and stuff. And I like Midwest emo music personally. Although I know a lot of people don't, but I do. And for this to be screamo and a more extreme version of emo music, it definitely takes on a lot of qualities of the softer side of emo music as well, and a lot of post-hardcore elements as well, because I'm not the kind of guy to say that a screamo album is a post-hardcore album, even though all screamo music is post-hardcore music, because all emo music is post-hardcore music, and it's just a subgenre of a subgenre. That's all screamo is. It's a subgenre of a subgenre of a subgenre of a subgenre of a subgenre. Right? Because punk, post-hardcore, emo, screamo, right? And then you have punk up top, right? So it all just stems from the same stuff. So obviously there's going to be post-hardcore elements, but I mean at this time, like, there's a lot of post-hardcore elements in there. There's a lot of Slint and, Unwound and At the Drive. There's really like a lot of At the Drive-In stuff here, where take the beginning of Invalid Litter Department by At the Drive-In, bum 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 bum. There's that, that intro. There's something really similar to that on this record, and I definitely think they got it from At the Drive-In, because it's such a close homage. But it works. It's a really cool intro to a song. It's a cool homage. There's a lot of like At the Drive-In and early emo bands, like early like Seosin, or who did I say earlier? Captain Jazz. Like, it's early emo stuff that's really fueling the backbones of this modern screamo record. And whenever I say modern, I mean this record is fairly well produced. I mean, there's clean guitar work. There's clean drums. The bass is really prevalent, and I love it. It's got this really cool distorted tone. It's almost similar to, like, I want to say like Tim Comerford's tone from like Rage Against the Machine. It's that really just like punchy, just like boom, boom, boom blast of sound. There's a lot of that on the bass of this record, and it's really cool. It works really well for a screamo horns record. There's also some like weird like alt country stuff like you would hear in the woods in Wisconsin, I'm assuming. Some like lap steel guitars and some like swooning nature noises in the background, just like some old soul stuff, some Americana stuff. It's in like one or two interlude tracks on this record, and I think it works really well. I think it's a really cool addition to a screamo record, because like I said, you don't really see a lot of that in screamo. A lot of screamo is just really derivative. It's just like, okay, we're going to look at these 4 bands from 1999 that did this, and we're just going to do exactly what they did. We're going to do exactly what Orchid, Page 99, City of Caterpillar, and Seisha did 25 years ago, and we are going to do exactly what they did and not change a single thing about it. Yeah, there's a lot of that in the screamo scene. Like, I love it. I eat it up every time. I can't lie. I love screamo. I eat that shit up every time. But a lot of it sounds the same. So it's cool to have influences from other styles outside of just strictly screamo. It's cool to have like some natural, acoustic stuff, and it's cool to have some old school emo stuff in there as well, right? It's really cool to have those little influences that are just really, I don't know, I think they really make for a good record here. This review isn't really necessarily as long as some of my other ones, because like I said, I don't really know a whole lot about the band, but it's a great record, and you should definitely check it out if you like screamo music, if you like post-hardcore music, if you like aggressive emotional music. You should definitely check out this album. What is it called? All the Cages That Hold Us Will One Day Turn to Dust by Snag. Good album. I would probably give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. It's great. You should check it out. I liked a lot of the songs off this record. Song number 1 and song number 3 I really liked. I forgot the names of them. And then at the end, the song Cages is really good as well. There's a lot of good songs off this record, but it's really good. You should check it out. I give it an 8. Y'all should check out the rest of Snag's music. It's really good too. And thank you for watching this review. Thank you to all of my viewers, and I love all of you guys. Thank you so much.